Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Rick, man. I'm back again, man. LIB Media, man. And listen, dog, this is probably like the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen. This video is gonna be pretty much ranked like what is the craziest thing you've ever seen, like that I gotta talk about on the channel. So I just saw that today. Bill Belichick is not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He only got 40 out of the 50 like voters to be a first ballot in his first year. Of course, he's going to make the Hall of Fame, but there is something to be said to be a first ballot because it's not a lot of people. I think in the history. Oh, my bad. I hit my camera. I think in the history of football, there's only been 3 Hall of Fame coaches. What are those? Don Shula, Vince Lombardi, of course, and then Chuck Noll. Those are the only 3. You have 2 more, and I think they're from way back in the time, and so I can't even remember who those are. But Noah has the most wins ever, so no. Don Shula has the most wins ever, which is understandable. That's cool. I got you. But Bill Belichick is second in wins of all time. He's third in regular season wins, and he's first in postseason wins. You can talk about what he did on the Browns, and I get that, but he coached up one of the greatest defenses of all time when he was on the Giants, and they won 2 Super Bowls. He coached the greatest defensive player ever. He was one of the people that realized he was one of the people that was there that said, "Hey, this is how we need to use this guy," because there wasn't a such thing as a traditional 3-4 linebacker, outside linebacker at the time when Lawrence Taylor came in the league. Bill Belichick had an eye that this guy, it's something about him that don't really make sense, and he played a factor in putting this guy in a position that led him to being the all-time greatest defensive player ever and leading to the left tackle getting paid as much money as it did, all because Bill Belichick played a hand in that. Then when you look at the Super Bowls, the 6 Super Bowls that he won in New England, as great as Brady was, and if people want to give Brady the credit, I actually don't care because I actually was just talking about coaching and how much it matters. But look at just his defenses the years they won the Super Bowl, right? When they won the Super Bowl, look at how those defenses played those years. Look at all the Hall of Famers that was on the defense from 2001 to 2004, right? Look at the Vince Wilforks and the Rodney Harrisons and the Ty Laws of the world. All these people were on these defenses. That ain't even, I ain't even got to the Brewskis and the Mike Vrabels and what? Come on, man. Vince Wilfork, Richard Seymour. Just the names go on. And if I'm forgetting the name, y'all let me know in the comments because I know it's more names. I can't even think of who else was there. But they had a great defense. Then they come back, and when they start winning again, right? They add people like Darrelle Revis, game changers, and Bill Belichick. Not only did you have the personnel, he was able to coach up these defenses, right? The Patriots have not been inside a lot of high-scoring Super Bowls. I think when they played the Rams, I can't remember what the score was, but when they played the Rams in the Super Bowl in like 2018, I don't think the Rams even scored. I think it was like field goals. They might have kicked 2 field goals or something. Like, this is what I'm talking about. And this guy is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. What more do you need? You get 6 Super Bowls as a head coach. You get 2 more Super Bowls as a defensive coordinator. That's 8. Then you have the wins to back it up. So the years you don't make the Super Bowl, you're still a competitive team. And this is the part that blows my mind. Regardless of any player that anybody has, nobody walks around and brings that up as an excuse for anybody else. Nobody won't say, well, this X coach had X player, right? People look at the coach and the player as a tandem, right? People look at Andy Reid. Andy Reid was already a very winning coach. Then the man Andy Reid gone to Kansas City. He's gonna be remembered from the Super Bowls he won in Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes. That don't mean he was not already a great coach. And see, that's my man. I ain't gonna hold y'all boys. Them 10 people that didn't vote, them one need to be like they votes need to be revoked. Cause at that point, bro, you're not even being objective. As a sports fan, you can be whatever you want to be as a sports fan. I don't care. You know what I mean? You could be a hitter, you could be this, you could be that. But there's certain things in sports that are objectively true, right? You can say one player isn't the greatest, whatever, but certain players, just based on their impact on the game, is a top 3 or 4 player, or he's one of the best players to ever play. And the thing about the Hall of Fame is it doesn't say this person is better than that person. The Hall of Fame don't say that. What the Hall of Fame says is all these people were so good when they did what they did. They belong here. And that's the problem. You have no reason to say he didn't do enough to be first ballot in the Hall of Fame when you're top 3 in regular season wins, you're top 3 in wins all together, and number 1 in postseason wins. That don't even make sense. The number 1 player to ever do anything goes in the Hall of Fame for doing that said thing. And LeBron James is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer because he scored the most points ever. And you know who scored the most points ever before him? Kareem. He was a first ballot Hall of Famer. If Patrick Mahomes ends his career with the most passing yards ever, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer because he's going to end his career with the most. Like, that's just how that works. You can't be the most ever at something, even if you think, okay, I'm just not a stats guy. This person could have been better than that person at that. That don't mean that person ain't first ballot, right? Like y'all, like people can't take the barbershop conversations and be like, oh, well, let's take the barbershop conversation and let's apply that to how we feel about whatever. This is objectively not even a conversation. He's first ballot. Point blank, period. You got the players reacting, everybody reacting to it because everybody's like, what in the hell going on? This don't even make no sense. See, man, this is why I made this channel, because the world got so far away from sports. It's so much stuff about narratives and people personal life and what they got going on, and that don't got nothing to do with this stuff, man. Word, that don't got nothing to do with nothing. This is supposed to be about the sports. When you watch the sports, if you were a football fan and you were born in the 90s, like me, I'm a 90s baby. If you were born in the 90s and you were a football fan, by the time you was old enough to start rooting for your team, you hated playing the Patriots. There's a bunch of us that probably rooted for the Patriots to lose to the Broncos the other day because we hate the Patriots. You know why you hate the Patriots? Because of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. That's why you didn't want to have to play the Patriots, because there was a high chance you were going to lose because they were that good. That's the point. Like, we got to get back to, yes, when you hate another player in sports, you hate that player because that player is that good. And every time your team run into that player, you're so tired of having to play them because y'all keep losing to them. And if that's the case with your favorite team, then that means he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. If that had to be the case. This is ridiculous, man. I don't know. I don't know about this one. They got to figure this one out, man. Y'all just let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all, man, look, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. It's your boy Rick, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm gone.